Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Let's go. 44 to Mike. Mike's 44. All day. 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going deep here for Stills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Stills the intended target. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, Ridley. Alert flare.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Attack. 58, Mike. Hey, keep it up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Breeze now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Breeze going to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Yellow lady.
On 3rd down, Grant. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's now 4th down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 58.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Check. Hey, 43. Hey, 57. Delta.
From the 31, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, Marco.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Grant. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
36.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And Eifert has it. 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They will run with Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. He's checking. Kill. Check 3. Check 99. He's cracked.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Grant, and his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Hey, kill. Patch it.
On 3rd down, Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mahomes now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Double time. Four down. Check. Four down. Hey, kill. 5. Watch the run.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
95, 56. I got you. Here we go. Both the mic. Mike's both. Hey, kill. Ready, back.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 15. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down and avoids the contact by sliding. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jerome Baker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Go, go, go.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills, and that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
57 colors, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Easy.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
36, 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Watch the end. Time go, time go, time go. Check 3, check 3.
On the run, Darkwa. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 152 fighter. 12, 12. 44, come on. Smooth.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's complete to Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go back to Grant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Ready? 95-56. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Breeze. And it's caught by Parker. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Darkwan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Grant. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier, able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, exit. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Let's go.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Bravo.
Mike, let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
To throw is Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick-six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Level. Hey, easy. Mike, both. 3 buzz.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that